Hi loves, thanks so much for coming back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you enjoy what you see and hear, that you'll give me a thumbs up if you like a video, and that you'll subscribe and support your girl. This is a journey of sharing. Sharing is caring, sharing the love, and I want for this to reach as many people as I can. And so your support in my growth is absolutely appreciated. My name's Nancy. I'm your life advice vlogger, and I am here to share all kinds of topics, all kind of true life experience that I've actually had. And so I am the testimonial of everything that I talk about here. And I love to share my thoughts, my opinions, and even facts on things. And I also love your feedback, your constructive criticism on what I talk about, and also your ideas and your questions. So feel free at any time to make comments, to ask me about topics that you'd like me to talk about and address, to ask me any questions that you want answered, whether it's a direct question about me or a question on just whatever question you have, and I'll do my best to answer it. So kind of like that good old days of, well, I shouldn't say good old days because Ann Landers, I think, still has a column, but Dear Abby and Ann Landers, that type of stuff. I will do my very best. So today, I want to do a video about spirituality. And of course, I'm going to read you a quote to start it off because I love quotes, and you'll see me referencing quotes in so much of what I talk about. Especially if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, I love to share quotes, and then I give my spin on that quote. And that's what I like to do here too, where I can really elaborate. As you'll see in my social media, I'm pretty long-winded, which you'll see in my videos. I'm working really hard to stay around 20 minutes or so we're gonna try to get that done today. But here we go with a quote. It says, once you take the spiritual world seriously, you will start to see a sign in everything, everyone, and every situation. That is so true. And I, and I recently learned all about the signs, even though I firmly believe that I have been given signs, as have you all, our whole lives. We have signs coming in from every direction, but some of us are so robotic in our existence in life that we're existing through life as robots in routines, and we fail to see the signs, to feel them, to acknowledge them. All of the above or some of the above. So it's so true that when you connect to spirituality and what is out there in the world and the universe and in space for us to connect to, all the roots start connecting, and it's like, I always use the word magic, but it is like magic as to what happens in all aspects of your life. The biggest, coolest, most awesome thing I've learned in 50 years is that my spirituality has been something that has lived in me forever. We are born with it. It's our soul juju. We're born spiritual creatures. We're born a soul in this physical packaging, and the magic is within. The spirit is within. And the sooner that we connect to it and use it and cherish it and honor it and relate to it, the quicker and sooner and more robustly life blooms in the way that we figure out and learn that we want it to be and bloom. So, spirituality is just my biggest passion, and that is all encompassing with love and self-love and love towards others and kindness and gratitude in the way that we show up. And that's why this is such an important topic for me to share with you, because my purpose in life has always been to pay it forward and to share love and share light and to radiate over people and show them by role modeling and by emotion and by my facial reactions and my animation and the way that I speak and do and live, that everything and anything good in life you are capable of. You are born capable of it. But when things don't happen in the way that you want them to, it isn't because of any other outside circumstance. It is because of your connection or lack of connection to yourself, your spirituality, your spirit. And that's the truth. But what other influences outside of you that do affect how you show up and what happens in life is the roots of life, which is energy outside of us, which is grounding yourself in Mother Earth and Mother Nature, utilizing resources, which are, well, everything is energy, but utilizing the resources available to us in things that we read and experiences that we live in, other people's energy, and things that we watch, who we associate with, how we spend our time, the music that we listen to. Everything has an energetic vibration to it that either, well, it does connect to us, but that we either acknowledge as connecting to us or we don't. And the sooner that we allow the connections to be felt and acknowledged, the more we will learn spirituality and be able to see the signs and feel the signs that we're given that are basically our book of life, our contract, our direction, and the things that we should be doing. Now, there's free will, obviously. So like people that read their horoscope, which I do sometimes, or go get psychic readings, which I do a lot, or gosh, why can't I think of the word right now? Akashic readings, which I've done many times. Some people believe in that, some people don't. Some people have religious beliefs against it, and some people don't. Whatever the case may be, with or without those other things, you carry as your birthright spirituality. And whether you choose to connect with it and live through it and live with it or not is up to you. But I'm here to tell you in this video that connecting to yourself, being one with yourself and one with the world, connecting to source, and source being the universe, the trees, the air, the water, the world, the earth, that is when life changes. And that's when magic happens. And I'm a first-hand testimonial to that, as with all my videos that I'm going to share on whatever topics, whatever questions, whatever. I am sharing myself with you based off of my own experiences, not just my own opinions or beliefs, but my true experiences. And I'll tell you if it's just an opinion or just a belief, or if I've actually had experience. And in this case and in this video, in the past 3 years, I have completely been awakened to my spirituality and my connection with spirit. But in the last year, it's been magnified by 100. And I'm here, and I'm doing you a disservice if I don't share this amazing experience with you, because we all have it. Some people think it's crazy. Some people think it's witchcraft. Some people think, oh my God, what is she talking about? I know we all remember the book The Secret when it first came out. And I mean, there was a whole Oprah show about it, and she had the authors on, and so did many other talk shows about manifesting things into your life. The dumbed down version of manifesting is it's the power in your words and your thoughts. That's all. That's what manifesting is. And if you don't believe that you can manifest things in or out of your life, I'm not going to diss you for that. All I'm going to say is look further, seek to understand, read, learn, talk to people, interview people. It absolutely is a fact. Manifestation is one of the most amazing things that we have within us already. We're born with the ability to do it. Most of us just either don't believe it, we think it's a crock of crap, we're not spiritually connected, we're saying the words, but we're not actually having the faith that it's true, or the belief of what we're trying to manifest. And those are all factors in why things do or don't happen for us. So our spirituality is huge, and we live in a time where people are existing through life. They are existing through life as robots in routines. They're predictable, and they are not living through life, living through experiences, living through self-love, living through truth and authenticity and exploration. And there's such a difference in the two of those, existing and living. I don't want to exist through life. I don't want you to exist through life, because life is so temporary, so freaking temporary. Our soul came here in packaging, which is what we look like physically. And then instantly, from the second we shot out of the womb, we were exposed to existence. We were exposed to perception, programming, all the BS of distraction, technology, people, places, and things that mold us and create what existence wants us to be or thinks we should be, in order for us to pull ourselves back, turn within, and figure that shit out so that we can create the life that we are supposed to be and purpose to live, to share, to pay forward, to give back before this temporary thing goes poof and we're gone. And so our soul work can be done. Oh, I could go on about this. It has been the most amazing, transformational, educational, informational lesson and magic in life to be connected to the energy and the spirit of my soul, my purpose, my awakening. But this isn't about me. I share me because it's what shows you that I've been through it. And so I'm speaking from experience. I'm no magic person that is different than any of you. I want everything that I share on my videos, I want to share with you because I want to showcase and role model what you have for yourself, what you're capable of. So many people are miserable just going through the motions in life and allowing distractions to be their excuse for what they cannot do. We hear, I can't, I won't, so much more than I will, I want to. Why is that? And again, I'm speaking from experience. I did this shit. There were so many times I'm like, I just can't. I don't have the energy, I don't have the time, I'm fucking busy, or I just don't want to do it. But the thing is, we're missing out and time is a ticking. And people are going through life quickly. People are losing their life too quickly. And when we get to the end of our life, whether that's in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 100s, whatever we are destined to be for however long that is, the biggest regret people have, if they are fortunate or unfortunate enough to be on their deathbed knowing they're about to die, is, I wish I would have had more time for this relationship. I wish I would have experienced this. I wish I would have said, I love you. That's all spiritual stuff. No one, well, I shouldn't say no one because I don't know for a fact, but probably not many people, if anyone at all, lays on their deathbed and says, damn, I wish I would have bought the Ferrari. God, my house wasn't big enough. Whew, I sure wish I could spend the rest of that money in my bank. It's probably not going to happen that people will say that as their last regret. But people will say, I wish I repaired that relationship. I wish I loved harder. I wish I did more. I wish I used the fucking china that I got as a wedding gift and saved in a curio cabinet and never used. I mean, seriously. So stop going through the motions and connect to yourself. Learn spirituality. Be spiritual because you are. It's already in you, but you're either choosing not to be, or you just don't realize you have it, or you don't believe in it. Those are the reasons why it's not happening. You're not connecting that way. And believe me, when I think back on certain things in my life, I'm like, wow, that was a total sign. That was something that I was supposed to see, but I didn't. Why didn't I see it? Because I wasn't ready. I've been getting prepared. We're all getting prepared every day that we wake up, whether we're existing through our routines as robots, or we're waking up a little here, doing a little more here, acknowledging a little more there, having an epiphany here. Whatever it is, we're being worked on every day by spirit, the spirit of the universe, the space we live in. One of the best ways that I can advise you to get out there and get connected is ground yourself. And by that I mean go outside in nature, put your feet in the grass, put your feet on the cement, on the ground, walk through sand on a sandy beach, step in the ocean, step in a lake, a body of water, Look at the sky, appreciate the flowers, look at the colors, look at the mountains, appreciate the trees. Look, I'm wearing, this is one of my favorite rings. And the reason why, it's a tree with mother of pearl behind it, me and my crystals. I am obsessed with trees recently. Over the past like 8-9 months, obsessed. I've watched videos about trees, documentaries about trees, read about trees, look at pictures of trees. And it's so weird. I just thought of something too, that another aha moment. When the movie Avatar came out, what was the main focus in that movie? It was that huge tree of life with all the beautiful roots, that beautiful huge tree. And I watched that movie 4 times when it came out and cried every time. And now I know why it touched me so much and what resonated with me now that I'm thinking back. But I didn't know then because I wasn't as spiritually aware back then as I am now. But it was the tree, the roots, the life, the love in the relationships of those people. And if you ever spend any time near a tree, whether you're in a forest, whether you're in a park, wherever there are trees, if you take the time for yourself and not be rushed and not be like thinking about all kinds of other distractions when you're near the tree, it's amazing the energy that consumes you when you're by a tree. In fact, over the last few months, I have found myself going to a park at the rec center by where I live, and there's this amazing tree there that I love. And when I'm around it, I want to hug it. I have hugged it. Tree hugger is not just like a saying that people just throw out there. True tree huggers know what I'm talking about. There's energy and life in a tree. The roots from the tree don't go deep. If you watch a documentary or read about it, the roots, they go down under the ground, but they're actually this way more than they're this way. And the reason is because they're the connection of everything in life. They're the connection to everything in life, the roots of the trees. It's our lifeline. So there's so much energy there, so much spirituality in trees. Trees are alive, they're breathing. Go and talk to them, sit under them, write under them, journal, sing to them, whatever the case may be. That might sound crazy to some people. I don't care. That's your business, not mine. But the point is, connect yourself with energy of the world and get yourself grounded. And like I said, if you're not really an outdoorsy person, just go outside and sit on a patio chair or something and look at the colors and appreciate the sky and the air and the clouds and the flowers, the cactus, whatever's around you. It's amazing. And that's how you can get grounded and really just start to connect. And when you do more of that, you want more of that and you desire more of that. It's the coolest experience ever. So this video is really about connecting to your spirituality because it's in you. You were born with it. And when you do that, and when you spend time every day becoming more spiritual with the world, with the source, and the source is the universe, I guarantee you things will start to align in your life. And you'll be like, why did I wait 50 MFing years to do this? So I am purposed to share, and I know why. I know why I was chosen to have this voice, to have this channel, to be the person that I am when I write, when I speak, when I feel, when I learn, when I listen. I learn that more every year. And every year that I learn more, I am called to share more. So what you take of this is up to you, and what you don't is up to you. But I will always be here to share because I want to be this role model of living, truly living in a place, coming from a place of peace and love and harmony, because it's the way it's supposed to be. Because our lives are temporary. And while we're here, there is work to do that our souls are purposed to do. And instead of choosing to live in misery, because it is a choice, instead of seeing your glass as half empty all the time and why me and woe is me and why not and why this and why that, it should be wow. And just feel gratitude for the moments that you have, the people that you have that come and go. Know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be when you're there. People have asked me so many times, do you have a bad day? Or I've even had a couple people bash me in my inbox, or even not bash, but say some things in my social media on my actual public posts about, well, just because your life is so great and you have everything so perfectly aligned and you're so healthy and whatever, not everyone can do this. That makes me really sad when I see things like that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't have a perfect life and I don't have a perfect day, but I have what's perfect for me now. And I have a forward moving journey that never gets stuck anymore. And I'll have something else to say about that, but that doesn't get stuck anymore and that never goes backwards. Now, never get stuck anymore, meaning, do I have moments where I'm like, hell, this feels like I'm not going anywhere. It feels like I'm stuck. Yes, I have those moments, but I'm not stuck. I'm staying in a place for a purpose and a reason and a time period because there's work to be done and things to learn before I get to go on to the next level, before I continue to rise. But I'm always rising, and that's the key. And it is a fucking choice. Whether you believe me or not, it is a choice that you have to sit in your gloom and doom and your excuses and your pain and your illnesses and all of that, or not. Now, am I saying that to say, oh my gosh, I have a horrible chronic back problem and so I can't do everything that you can do? No, I get that people have illnesses and ailments. I have lower back problems, but I don't claim them and I don't use them as excuses, and there's a difference. Okay, so for all of you out there that think, well, you're all healthy and you're fit and you're happy and you have everything you need, I'm here to tell you that I am not where I want to be at 50 years young, but I am where I need to be right now with the lessons that I have finally learned, and I'm always moving forward. And so I never see my life as a glass half empty. I always see it as a glass half full, and so should you. And just because I'm a happy fucking camper who's fit and healthy, thank God, knock on wood and everything else that I can, it's because of the choices that I make. I was 200 motherfucking unfucking healthy, miserable pounds 3 years ago this month, and today I'm not. And 3 years ago this month, I had skyrocket high cholesterol. I had rolls of fat that were unhealthy. I was miserable. I was sweaty. I was pre-diabetic. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. I couldn't walk through a parking lot without breathing heavy. I could not walk up a flight of stairs without stopping at the top and taking a moment to catch my breath. And none of that applies to me today. But it isn't because a fucking fairy dropped down, spiritual fairy, and said, girl, I choose you today to cure you from all of this. And ping, here's your magic wand. It was because I made choices. I dropped the fucking complaints and excuses, and I put in the work and the time and the energy and the belief and the mindset and the lifestyle, all of it, the self-love, the turning inward, to connect myself with myself, to go back to source, to make different choices, to not allow distractions of the world, people, places, or things to influence my decisions and my choices. And I was on a fucking mission. And my mission is successful because I made a choice. So you have the same abilities and capabilities, and all I'm doing here in my videos, and especially in this one, is to showcase to you that if you want to be fit, whatever that looks like to you, if you want to be healthy, whatever that looks like to you, if you want to be healthy, if you want to be stress-free, if you want to be okay with where you are, whatever that looks like to you, you can. You can, but it comes down to mindset and choice. So connect spiritually. Your spirituality, your belief, your true and utter belief, which may take time, in spirituality is what will set you free and help you to pay it forward and help you to role model living rather than existing. No one should be existing through life. We all have time. If you are a parent of young kids, don't act like I haven't been there before, because I have. I have 2 grown children. My son will be 31 next Thursday. My daughter will be 25 in January. And I have 2 grandbabies. I have raised kids in a divorced family as well as a marriage. I have been a single mom. the bottom line is, when your kids are dictating whether you have time or not, that is your fucking problem. That is your excuse, and you have 100% control over that. So if you're not taking the time for yourself and making the time for yourself, it's because you choose not to. Not because you have kids, not because you have a draining job or 5 jobs, not because you just can't, you don't want to, or you're beat. If you watch 5 minutes of TV ever in your life, you have time. Okay? So make the time. Put your kids to bed early. Whatever you have to do, honor yourself that time. And if you're in a marriage or relationship where someone doesn't want you to have even 5 minutes of time yourself, then you need to dictate what you need out of that for yourself. And if the significant other doesn't agree with that or thinks, no, you can't do it or whatever, think twice about the relationship you're in. I mean, it's pretty much that. And I've been in an abusive relationship and in a controlling relationship. And if my 5 minutes of time has to be me pretending I'm taking a 5-minute poop, then I'm going to do that. I'm just saying. You have time. You have choices. So you need time for yourself to grow, to learn, to become spiritually connected to your soul purpose and the energy that awaits you and longs for you, because it's what will help you bloom to live instead of exist. You owe it to yourself. And I can guarantee you that if you take the time and you spiritually connect with yourself, life will be amazing in so many ways that it may not be amazing right now. So honor yourself that. I'm going to try to cut this off. I think I'm at like 26 minutes, so I'm going to get off of this video before I hit 30. I love you guys so much. I hope that this video somehow resonated and that you will put some effort into your spirituality and what you believe and how you feel, and honor yourself, what you already have within, what you were born with, and use it to the best of your ability. It matters, and it will help you grow and blossom and be in this life to live, not exist. Okay? So I love you. You matter. Have a great rest of your day or night, and peace out.